Go. I just typed it in there, baby. Go. Go. Go, go, go. Oh, I need my notes. I'm sorry. Do you know back? It was exciting times back then. That was a hit. 1992. We're still dealing with issues of black and white. It was a good song. He was a good player. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. What's that? Oh, get what video up? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Making sure I'm up. Let me hit that. Bink. Welcome, everybody, to the Happy Oyster Show. I am your host, Bart Burke, and it is a momentous day today, and it's all because of the enforcer. The enforcer is what it's all about, the key to the city. This is partly the reason that we have been able to handle 7 anniversaries. 28 years today. This is what kept me tuned up. This was hers. We got Skipper T in the house. Come on over here, Skipper T. This is yours. That ain't mine.
This isn't really quite how, but yeah.
Aha! Isn't it exciting? Look, let's make sure it's coming up all right. It's not because...
Perfect.
Well...
Perfect.
Yeah, that was a good shot. We're kidding, guys. We are totally kidding. We are celebrating our 7th anniversary. 28 years ago today, we got married. We got Guy is in the house. He was there. He remembers the party we had.
Florida.
It was a good time had by all. 28 years of marriage. How did you do it? Give me a smooch on that one. Mwah.
Don't do a leap year. Don't do a leap year, wedding ladies out there or young girls
Oh,
out there.
do whatever you want to do. We had fun with it. Where the heck was I going with that? Now you messed me up. 28 years commitment. My most proud. It is definitely by far my proudest accomplishment in life.
Why wouldn't it be with me?
Ups, downs. I am not going to kid you. There were ups and there were downs. Just like 28 years. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. But, hey, it is what it is. We had a great time doing it. So enough of that.
Well, and we've gone from our bike business and other jobs to now the oyster business, and yeah, we're in together. It's commitment. We took our vows seriously. There are times I wanted to say,
"Where's my coffee?
See you later."
All right, enough of that. Go back out of that. Did I leave my coffee somewhere?
It's over here. I want to do my shout-outs too.
You got a bunch of shout-outs. I got some shout-outs too. I got to get my iPad because I don't have too many things to do. Too many. Been a crazy week this week. Having a lot of fun with the oyster set. We did manage to set oysters at Cornell this week. Marcus Buffalo's in the house. Miles Walsh.
Woo!
Alex is in the house. What's going on? What?
Hi, Alex.
Now, there's some news with Alex too, right? Alex is one of our proud sponsors of ePaint, Netminder, and Tony Joe. You can help me out with that a little bit better because I can't get to my phone right there. No?
Yeah, he makes the anti-fouling paint. Alex has ePaint, formerly known as Netminder, and that still may be staying, but
Here, hold that for a second.
he is the myth, the legend, the brains behind the ePaint that is...
White coating that we use on our cages. It is phenomenal. If you're not using it, please check it out. It is the stuff.
Anti-fouling.
It works awesome.
And we have a link on the screen. You guys can click onto that and see exactly what the properties are made of, what it does. It's definitely helped us just getting rolling with our oysters, saving time, cleaning the cages.
Marcus Buffalo, this stuff is amazing. Another faithful user of it, a farmer right next to me. We're going to be we'll be talking more about Marcus Buffalo and stuff in a minute, because we're in it together.
Last year, they can see a show about Alex.
What's that? Yeah.
Last summer.
Shout out Skipper T's acquaintances. Brooke, you want to go there? You want to go Rogue Oysters first, or you want to go the other? What?
I want to do the shout out first, but
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, I'm a little frazzled here. It's been a crazy week, man. It's nutsy cuckoo.
All right, so I had my maiden voyage up to the Cornell Cooperative Extension Facility up in Southhold this week, and it's wow. It's more than what I expected. The location is phenomenal. The people that are working there that I met, and that's what I want to make sure I get everybody that I met. In the set room, I met Kerry, who is a volunteer that works with Bart in there. I met a gal, Karen, and Bart has talked about all these people over the years he's been going up there and working up there, volunteering up there. And Karen has a mutual friend in common with us. It was nice to finally meet Karen. I met the men who work in their workshop up there. They're making a boat to serve oysters, which I want to talk to them about ordering one for us when the time comes for us to do some displays. In the Spat Shack, Otto is working on his set of oysters, and they just got a new microscope in there, and we were looking at the microscope, and
that was phenomenal.
I mean,
I can't cue it up, but I should try to see. But there was some footage in there of the oysters swimming around, doing their thing, just about getting ready to set. Really, I strongly recommend it. It's a long video. You might want to scrub through it a little bit, but it's our special live broadcast this past Wednesday. Go ahead.
And he's got Billy in there helping him as well. I met Ed, the electrician that keeps all the pumps, all the tanks, everything electric and powered and going. In the algae room, which is critical to keep the animals fed. It's a real mad scientist kind of looking lab. Again, if you go on that video we did on Wednesday, you'll see what we're talking about. But I met Charlie and John Norris there, the volunteers in there. They tag team each other to make sure no ball gets dropped. And John shared with us that he has a restaurant.
Which you gotta go check out.
Which, yeah, we want to definitely check out. But it's called the Brooklyn Firefly. It's in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. I put a link on the screen for you guys to check it out. Pizza goes way back. Pizza, drinks. They've got live music, jazz. Very, very cool. Bart and I definitely want to check that out. And what else? Who else? Of course, I saw Kim Tetro. Am I saying it right? Tetro. It's French. Tetro. Kim Tetro, who heads up the volunteers up at SPAT. Allie and I, my daughter and I, met him years ago, and we did the program way back when. Little did we know where that would lead us to and lead Bart to. But anyway, I was up there. It was phenomenal. Great stuff Cornell is doing up there. Really a phenomenal location. Back to Bart.
Thank you, Tony Joe. I'm glad you had a fun time. I'm glad, it's good that you could put some of the names that we talk about and the names to the faces and whatnot. My buddy Brian, it was just, we have a good time up there every single.
Brian and Rory.
Now, I'm up there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right now. If anybody wants to come up and visit, you're more than happy to come. I would love to show you them, show you what's going on up there. What's that?
Give them a heads up so you can meet them.
Yeah. Just give me a shout out. 631-902-0836 is direct to my hip. Well, actually, it's the camera. Give me a text. Text is best for me. All right, moving on. Rogue Oysters. Let me start off with Lancaster, Virginia. Let me start off with Chesapeake Bay. These places, this has a long history of oysters and oyster wild harvest. What's that? Well, and I follow a bunch of different oyster farmers on Instagram, and please come on over to our Instagram. Anyway, go over and check out Rogue Oyster. I put them up here on the thing. They got me this week, and I'm watching them, and I'm looking at their product. I don't know if you can see that, but it is just, the product that they're making is amazing. Yes? No, maybe.
Yeah, hold it right there. Yeah, hold it right there.
You know, the cup is as deep as the oyster is long and wide. It just doesn't get any better. The quintessential oyster is right there. This is a little small, but she'll be growing up nice and big. And again, you good? The foundation is where it's at. And if you have nice clean water, and you're an advocate for clean water, anyway, let me just read to you what's going on here with the oyster farming. Last week, this is what these guys are doing. And the legislation and how they're going to the next level to promote oyster farming, clean water, just all the way around. Oysters do a lot. They don't just filter water. They bring jobs, they bring camaraderie, it brings social aspects of how oysters are eaten and how they're served and how they're enjoyed. It's just, oysters are a good thing in a lot of different ways. Last week, let me read to you their thing. Last week, we went to Richmond to encourage state legislators to fund clean water projects. Next week, we go to the DC Shellfish Growers Climate Coalition to talk to our members of Congress about climate change and the impacts they're having on shellfish farmers. In short, increased water temperatures mean changing ecosystems. Eelgrass, this is something that we have here, is already gone in the Rappahannock due to runoff, due to nitrogen, due to, a lot of different things. But one of it is stormwater runoff, and we need to control it, and we need to somehow manage it. And it's not just, when we say stormwater runoff, it's not just the water that goes into the water that comes through the streets and into those drains. I'm talking about stormwater runoff from the land just running into the water. Around here, we deal with these bulkheads and stuff, and the bulkheads, they're needed because they're gonna, but on the other side of the coin, they could be maybe a problem too. The natural marshes and stuff that we have to protect these areas, and if the water continues to rise and the temperatures, and it just, it kind of snowballs and it mushrooms. Hats off to these guys, because they're not only doing it right, they're also doing it for the right reasons, and I like the way these guys are going about it. And I wanted to give them a special shout out, and I'm going to be using some of their stuff that they've cited in this stuff, and I've looked it up, and they're right on the money. I strongly recommend to go over and check them out. Follow them on Instagram. I don't think they have a YouTube channel, but I know they have an Instagram. That's what we also do. Follow them on Instagram. Please go over and check them out. All right, enough lollygagging. How long have I been on for?
You've been on 13 minutes.
Okay. I'll get down to the business now. I can get rid of that, Okay. So now let's get on to some serious business. Here we go to our second season. You're going to step in on this, Tony Joe? You're probably going to want to be here with that baseball bat. We're kidding around a little bit, but, it's time to get serious. And it's time for us to go public as well. Tony Joe is more mad about it than I am, I think.
Rightly so. I don't like seeing money pissed away. I don't like seeing money, time, and effort pissed away.
It's not pissed away.
When it doesn't need to be.
We can help.
Something you want.
All right. It has come to our attention and a bunch of other people's attention that one of our neighbors has been poached. One of our close neighbors, one of the neighbors that we have helped set up, one of our neighbors, he has gone public and said he has been poached. Hats off to him. It takes a big man to come up there and stand up and say, hey, we got a problem. Well, now it's my turn. I held it back for a while. I didn't come out. And yes, I also have been poached. There is a reason why we did not have a coming out party. We didn't have a coming out party because I didn't have any fucking oysters to give to the party. So consequently, the party kind of like faded away.
Not happy.
Once bitten, twice shy. This happened a while ago. This happened right around Thanksgiving, November, October, Halloween, in that neighborhood. At that time, I was dealing with some very, very serious internal stuff, personal stuff, which has come out to public by now. She didn't even know about what was going on. And there were comments on YouTube.
Stuff. I was aware of the poaching, but not about Bart's situation. But anyway, that's all behind us now.
It is all behind us. But, there were comments on YouTube that, oh, you're going mad and you're going crazy and look at you up there and blah, 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 blah. Well, I wasn't going mad, but I was seriously thinking, and I was a little pissed off, and I really had to get to myself for a while and start to plot and think about how I'm going to deal with this situation in the coming season. Because if it starts, it's probably not going to end until I end it.
No, it's a we end it. No, it's a we end it because other people that are around us out on the bay, as Bart just said, have been poached. We've been poached. And the powers to be that can do something about those poachers are aware of it. And I'll just say this, and I'll turn it back to Bart. The guys who are screwing with us and who are poaching our product, there's plenty for everybody. And you know what? Keep screwing around because we find you, we get facts. Your license is gone. So you think you're big. You think you're big now.
Easy.
Hence.
Now hang on. The Italian in you. There's only two types of people in this world, isn't there? Yep. Italians and people that wish they were Italians, right?
Exactly.
All right. Anyway,
there's plenty for everybody.
And we can help you.
And it's 2020.
Shame on you for going out there and stealing from me. Because stealing from me is just really the wrong thing to do because I will give it to you. And that is true. Anybody that truly knows me knows that if you need something, I'm going to give it to you. Just don't steal from me. I want to help you. I know the scallop season was a bust. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on that too a little bit. I want to help you. I want to help you become more productive. I can help you instead of being the Neanderthal that you are. If you want to continue to be that way, by all means, have at it. But you will be caught. And you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I am not a Neanderthal. I am going to do it systematically, methodically, and I am going to run you out of town.
And we're going to follow the code of the law.
I hope I have made myself extremely clear because it is now March 1st, and it is game on. When the dandelions are popping, the oysters are too. Giddy up.
And the powers to be that can do something about the people who are doing the poaching are aware of what's going on out in our area where there are 10 of us out there. So the people that can do something with licenses, etc., are aware of it. So
since November to now, I haven't been sitting on my hands. Let's just leave it at that.
All right, what else?
All right. Next, what else do I got? What else do I have, Tone? I think that's about it. Check out our sponsors, the eco-friendly anti-fouling paint. That stuff really works, and it works well. I got nothing more to say, Tony Joe. I got really. I think.
Ask if there are any questions. See if there are any questions.
We got any questions?
Let me look over the camera.
Yep.
Any questions before we sign off? I think someone asked earlier, when do we anticipate having harvest ourselves?
I'll let you know. I can't answer that quite yet.
Yeah, exactly what we just shared, I guess, right?
Yeah. You know, we gotta see where we're at. All I know is that we've got a lot of seed ready to rock and roll. Started streaming 19 minutes ago. We were, what are we at? 18 minutes? 20 minutes? All right, that's good enough, I guess. I'm good enough for that. I got nothing else. Dun, 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 dun. I did all of that. I got that. I got that. I got that. We are not a political channel in any way, shape, or form.
Captain Freddie.
Captain Freddie, the angry bayman, thank you so much for that reminder, Tony Joe. It's his birthday. Yesterday was his birthday, so I don't know where he is. He still had some tooth problems. I don't know.
He's probably out celebrating his birthday.
I hope, or getting his tooth pulled or whatever, but I'm sure he's kicking.
Thanks, Marcus, for the happy birthday to Freddie.
So, yeah, so that's why I don't know where Freddie is, but he had some other stuff. Thumbs up, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. I love you guys. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in each and every week. We wouldn't be half as much fun if it wasn't for all of you guys. I want everybody to be cool. I want everybody to be kind. And I want everybody to be happy. And of course, what else is there left but eat me? We will see you next week. Mwah. See ya.